This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Bracelets. Brace yourself. It's Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023. I'm Aaron, and this is my bedazzled and bedangled friend.
I want the audience to realize when Aaron just said brace yourself, he pulled up his arms like as if he was Wolverine and was like, brace yourself.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to get you. Awesome. Well, I'm Aaron, and this is Chris. We are here on another great day, just having the best time. Just two bros broing it up with some podcasts. Well, we'd like to welcome you to this wonderful Tuesday, and since it's Tuesday, that means it's Tuesday Cluesday. Yep, this is the segment where I'm going to give Chris 3 clues.
No.
See if he can guess this thing.
Oh, no.
And I'll give him 3 guesses. We made it hard last week. We're going to keep it simple. I'm going to give you 3 clues. You're going to get 3 guesses.
Oh, okay. All right.
And we'll see if you can figure out what it is.
What do we got?
All right, here we go. Clue number 1. There are more than 2,000 varieties of this thing. All right?
Okay.
Clue
2,000
number
varieties
2.
of this thing.
Mm-hmm. So a lot. Number 2. The production of this thing is more than the combined worldwide production of coffee, tobacco, tea, and cocoa beans.
The production of the thing.
So there's a lot of this thing produced. Okay. Clue number 3. Some varieties of this thing will help prevent tooth decay. What is this thing?
Is it gum?
Ooh, good guess, but no. Oh, wait, harsh sound effects.
Oh, okay. Some varieties prevent tooth decay. Is it a food?
Yes.
It is a food. Some varieties prevent tooth decay. This is 2,000 varieties, more than all the other things. All the things. What is the most common thing that exists? What are the... No, I don't know.
What is your final guess?
Common. Soda?
Ooh,
I don't
great
know.
guess.
It just seemed random.
The answer is something that you love very much.
Water?
And you present it on boards at a lot of our get-togethers.
Cheese?
Cheese.
Oh.
That's right. There are certain varieties of cheese that help prevent tooth decay.
And there's more cheese made than all those other things you listed?
Correct. And another fun fact is that cheese was discovered apparently before any written language was discovered as well, according to quote-unquote archaeologists.
Well, cheese would have been a natural occurrence from milk
Did you know
bad.
In Wisconsin there used to be a law that every meal had to be served with cheese?
I don't believe that.
Yeah, I read it on BuzzFeed.
Sounds
True.
like the internet.
I read it on a very reliable website. So there you go. Cheese. Over 2,000 varieties. More cheese is produced than coffee, tobacco, tea, and cocoa beans combined. And some varieties help prevent tooth decay.
Extra challenge for Aaron.
Dun, dun, dun.
Can you say cheese in 2 more languages?
Queso is Spanish.
Ding.
And brie?
Fromage.
Fromage, I should have known. Oh, phooey. Well, good talk today, Chris.
And that'll bring us to this day in history.
All right. Well, this is actually a really cool day in history. I'm excited to share this one with you. I learned this week. On this day in 1900, Sergeant William Harvey Carney receives the Medal of Honor, which is the nation's highest military decoration. He was the first Black American service member to be given the award. He was born into slavery in 1840 in Virginia. His family relocated to Massachusetts, and in 1863, Carney joined the Union Army as part of the 54th Massachusetts Volunteer Regiment. He was the first, which was the first Black regiment from the North to serve in the war. Pretty neat little history fact there. Check out this quote, and this is why I love this fact from history. He said, "I had a strong inclination to prepare myself for the ministry. But when the country called for all persons, I could best serve my God by serving my country and my oppressed brothers." He wrote that in 1863. He went on to say, "The sequel is short. I enlisted for the war. I just love that. Short, sweet, and simple. But how cool is that? He was going to go into the ministry, but decided to join the army instead.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty neat. So let's hear it for William Harvey Carney. Good job, sir.
Medal of Honor. Mm-hmm. And that will do it for this day in history.
All right, Chris. Well, today's question of the day is, what is the best superhero?
Oh.
We'll be right back.
Superhero.
All right, Chris, welcome back to another great day. We hope you had a nice little discussion there. Inquiring minds want to know, what's the best superhero?
What is the best superhero? I only know a handful. I'm not full comic superhero nerd as I could be. You should go first. You probably have deeper knowledges of things.
Okay, I'm going to go with my favorite, Spider-Man.
Oh.
Have to go with Spider-Man. He's hilarious. He's funny. Fun fact, Stan Lee actually wrote and invented Spider-Man and based it on his own personality. So all of like Spider-Man's insecurities and things like that were actually Stan Lee using that character to flesh out some of his own insecurities.
So it's slightly autobiographical.
Yeah. I think he was quoted saying, the character that I relate to the most, that I poured the most of myself into out of all the characters I've created, is Spider-Man. He's always had a special place in his heart for Spidey.
I think I like the best superhero to be the Mark Ruffalo Hulk.
Interesting. So
really
the cinematic Hulk from the MCU.
Yes, yeah, where he's like a scientist. Well, I guess he always was, but thoughtful and apprehensive and trying to be kind, and then all of a sudden he's the crazy Hulk guy. And then eventually he learns to live together with both sides of his personality.
Yes, Professor Hulk, as he's called later.
Oh.
Did you know he also has some other forms? Would you like to hear about them?
Other forms of Hulk?
Yeah.
Like, I'll form the head.
No.
Not like that.
So Professor Hulk is his like intelligent, still together. He has all the strength, but he has all the knowledge and like wherewithal.
Seems like best Hulk to me.
He has Savage Hulk, which is where like he goes just crazy. And then another form of Hulk, which is my all-time favorite, is called World Breaker Hulk.
Wow.
Where he gets so angry. This is after he's been shipped off planet because the Illuminati, Professor X, Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, Doctor Strange, Black Bolt, and Namor all ship him off. They trick him and they ship him off planet because he's too threatening. Because once he's out of control, they can't contain him. They ship him off planet. He gets back and he's mad that they tricked him. And he starts fighting everybody. No one can stop him. Wolverine can't stop him. Nobody's stopping him. He's going. He gets so mad that at one point he pounds the earth like in New York with his hands, and it cracks the earth like down into the mantle and cracks the earth open. They call him World Breaker Hulk.
Wow.
And he's only stopped by the Sentry. But we don't have time for this.
My goodness. Because superheroes are a deep hole.
It's true. If you ever want to read a fun story in the comic books, go to your local library and check out World War Hulk.
Oh.
Thank me later. All right. Well, good talk today, Chris. Even though I feel like I did all the talking. I'm so sorry.
Just learning about comic book super books.
Chris took a micro nap while I described that. All right. Well, let's check in with our glorious World Breaker dad joke on correspondent on location. Come in, World Breaker Wes.
Dad jokes.
Hey there, Aaron. Hey, Chris. Hey, Beckham, did you know that if you spell the words absolutely nothing backwards, you get Ginston Yusblusba?
No.
Yeah, it's really ironic because it also means absolutely nothing.
Really?
Have another great day.
Oh.
These palindromes also mean absolutely nothing.
Taco cat. Nurses run. A nut for a jar of tuna.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to another great day. We're so glad you're here. I'm Aaron, and that's Chris.
Today's word of wisdom comes to us from Proverbs chapter 22, verse 16.
The NLT version says, a person who gets ahead by oppressing the poor or by showering gifts on the rich will end in poverty.
Ooh, he who oppresses, this is the amplified version of the Bible. He who oppresses or exploits the poor to get more for himself, or who gives to the rich to gain influence and favor, will only come to poverty.
I gotta say, Chris, this is a verse that I was not immediately familiar with. And when I read this, it had a little bit of an impact on me. I don't have anything really profound to say, but it definitely made me stop down and think of how I'm treating people, both people who have more than me and people who have less than me. So why don't you guys in the car or wherever you are, take a couple minutes, think about this, discuss it amongst yourselves, and we'll be back with the outro. Well, that'll do it for today. Let's cue the music and wrap things up. Our mission here is to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
So even though today's show may have come to an end, that does not mean your discussions have to come to an end.
We thank you for listening and hope you make it another
Great
day. We'll see you tomorrow. Are you ready?
I'm recording.
Let's get ready to podcast.
It's functioning.
Okay. This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Ooga Booga. Just kidding. No. just wanted to see what you would do. This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Bracelets.
The end.